Facebook, back. All right, hello, hello, hello. Don't you scroll. Don't you scroll. You listen, you watch, don't scroll. Okay. So welcome to my dome here where I tell you about what's in my head. And why this is interesting is because I was a therapist for 10 years. So I have a lot of stuff crawling around up in here. And then my perception is completely skewed. My perception is completely unrealistic sometimes. So today, what's in my dome, is talking about what do you want, right? So me, I'm Regina Nonamaker, a mindset coach, digital course creator, and I help women who are stuck and stagnated in how they feel about themselves, what they want to do, their accomplishments, stuck in their next steps. I can help them get more deliberate with their thoughts and their emotions and their habits to change the trajectory of their lives, right? So I do all that jazz. And what I'm giving to you today is what the fuck do you want? Like, what do you really want? And a lot of times people, they mess up with this because they make these goals for themselves. And it is like a category. I want to be happy, or I want a car, or I want this house, and I want to be married, right? People make these goals for themselves and they're not clear. It's not clear on what they want here. So what I'm urging for you to do is to really think, take a moment, think about how do you want to feel? How do you need to think? What do you need to do, right? How do you want to, for say, handle conflict? How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to, what do you want from relationships? Like, these are the things that are going to shape your life. And without being specific enough with them, then our life it's not molded quite tight. You know, it's like things are going well enough, but it's not really as specific. It's not as shiny as we would like it to be, right? Because we're not as specific with what we need to do and how we need to do it. And the feeling, right? Everything that we think we want is because we think we would feel better in the having of it, right? That's what Abraham Hicks says. Everything that we want because we think we would feel better in the having of it. So really, it's the feeling that we're after, right? Similar to when I talk to people about relationships, I tell them it's not the person that you want. It's the feeling that you get from them. It's what they give you that you want. People can be replaced, right? So the thing that you think you might want, the thing can be replaced, but it's a feeling that it's going to give you that you're really after. So that's what you want to be clear on, right? So that's when you want to know, how will I feel when I have this thing, right? And then feel that way now. There's no reason why you can't feel a way that you want to feel. There's reasons why you can't do things you want to do, sure. But nobody can take what's inside of you away from you. Nobody can take that feeling away from you. Nobody can take your thoughts away from you. And your thoughts create your feelings, right? So no one can take that from you. So there's no reason, absolutely no reason why you can't feel what you want to feel in the moment without having that thing. The thing is not needed, yes? So, and think about what you want for yourself. You have the feeling, right? How do you need to think, or what are the things that you need to believe in order to have this? So say if you wanted something tangible, and say it's a car, right? What way do you need to think in order to have this car? Do you believe you can even have the car, right? Sometimes we have conflicting beliefs. Like, I want the car, but I don't want the car. No. I want the car, but I don't want to have paid insurance, right? So if we have this thought of, I want this, but I don't want the other things attached to it, we're not going to easily be able to grasp it, right? We're not going to say, okay, I'm going to get this and go after it, because there's things in the way. They're telling us we don't really want this thing. I want to work out, or I want a snatched body. I want to be tight, but I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to get in the car and drive a half hour to the gym. So guess what? It's not going to happen. And so those are tangible things. And if you go toward the thing that is more a thought, say if you just want to be confident, something more abstract. If you want to be confident, hello, I am Lady Charmaine, hello. If you want to be confident, right, You want confidence, but you might think, but confident people are dicks, right? You want confidence, but you think, maybe I don't want to come across as being full of myself. What if people aren't confident with me as well? Like, what if I create conflict with my confidence, right? So these are the things that we might want, or we might think we want, but then when it comes down to what we need to do to get it, we can't get it, right? So this is why when we want something and we want to shape and mold our lives, it's not molded quite tight because we aren't specific enough and we don't actually believe that we can want it. So first thing, what do you need to feel when you get this thing that you want, right? Remember, it's not the thing that you want, it's the feeling that it gives you, because you will feel better in having of it, so you want the feeling. Do not think it's the thing, do not think it's the person. It's never the person, it's the feeling that they give you. So once you get the feeling down, how do you need to think? What do you need to believe about yourself, about that thing, about your environment, right? Are you afraid to get the thing that you want because your environment might not support you? Because your family might not support you? Because your spouse might not support you, right? So that's also a barrier that's in our way when we want things, but we don't have the support that we need. We don't have the support, we don't have the backing, we don't have the know-how, right? So that's the next thing. Hey, I love the hearts, I love the hearts. The next thing besides feeling and thinking, it's doing. What do you need to do, right? I'm not saying like, what do you need to start and then stop? What do you need to really do for yourself in order to get this thing that you think that you want, because you'll feel better in the having of it, right? Do you need to create so going back to the working out thing, right? So say if you're working out and you said to yourself, okay, I'm willing to drive the half hour, okay? Even though in your mind, you're like, I really don't want to drive the half hour, but I'll drive the fucking half hour to the gym, right? So I'll drive the half hour to the gym, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be healthy, I'm doing this for the right reasons, and you're doing the thing. You're going to the gym, right? Is this going to be something that you keep doing? Or is this something that once the high wears off, or once it's not new anymore, then you stop, right? So when you get the what do you need to do, that's what you need to stick with. You need like consistency with these things, right? And in the same category of doing, it might be things that you need to say, right? What do you need to say to people that you need to say? So going back to confidence, right? If you want to be confident, but you don't want to cause conflict. If you want to be confident, but you don't want to tell somebody, hey, get out my face. You don't have to say it like that. Or you want to be confident, but you don't want to say what you need, right? Or bust this, you don't even know what you need, right? Some people don't even know what it is that they need. So how can you be clear on getting what you want when you don't know what it is? Right? So, and you expect other people to be able to give it to you without even opening up your mouth to tell them what you need. So that's another block, right? So what do you need to do is that you need to be consistent with? Is it eating? Is it drinking water? Is it saying to people, yo, this is what I expect. These are my expectations from here moving forward. I know this isn't what you have seen from me anywhere else in my life, but this is what I need going forward. Don't allow other people's perception of you and what you've done in the past to dictate how you will behave in the future, right? So that's another thing, because we don't want to completely look like what's the word? Not failures. Like we're false, like we're fake. We don't want to look fake, so we don't want to start something new, right? So we keep ourselves in our old habits because we're like, oh, I'll look fake, or I won't be real because I'm not doing the things that I've been doing all my life. But the thing is, we're supposed to grow out of this. We're supposed to grow out of this, and we're supposed to do something, and it's not going to look completely authentic, or it might not look real. It may look fake to other people, but who cares about what the other people think? So going back, we have to know what you feel. You have to know what you think. You have to know what you need to do. And how do you want to show, hey, Jake, how do you want to and need to show up in your environment, right? So it goes back to what you need to say. You need to say what you need, and in relationships. So a good exercise you can do is take a look at how people treat you. Take a look at how people treat you. And that is a good indicator of how you think about yourself. I'm not going to allow anybody to treat me any kind of way, right? Because I don't think about myself in any kind of way. However, if you don't have a firm idea of who you are, what you need, what you will tolerate, it's going to waver, right? There's going to be some fluctuations in what you tolerate and what you don't, and who you tolerate it from, and when you can and when you don't. None of that, right? So how you need to show up in your life has a lot to do with how other people and how you allow other people to treat you. So if people talk to you like you're crazy sometimes, you know what I mean? It might be because you allow that to, or maybe you think you deserve that. Maybe you think, I don't know what I want, right? Or if people just expect for you to do things for them without giving back, right? I've heard that a lot too in my 10 years of being a therapist. People are tired of, I want to have some kind of reciprocity in my relationships, and I do all these things for people, but they don't do it for me, is what I've heard. So think, why would that be? Maybe you're giving because you don't think you deserve. If you really thought you deserved, you wouldn't tolerate someone not giving back. You wouldn't tolerate someone not giving you what you deserve, right? So take a look at your relationships, especially the close ones, and how do they treat you? How do they treat you? And that's a large indicator of how you think about yourself, subconsciously, probably. Or maybe you're very conscious that you don't treat yourself well, and that other people aren't going to treat you the same either, right? So with all these things, right, this is what keeps us stuck. The uncertainties and how all these things are unclear, this is what's going to keep us stuck and not specific enough in what we want. So then what we want, we get it, but we get a little bit of it, or it gets here and then it's gone, or the life that we want to mold is not tight enough, is not quite right enough because we're not specific enough with what we want, and we didn't go into our minds and this thing we think we want, right? This thing that we think we want, right? So I didn't even talk about the why. I'll do that really quickly and then I will leave. Yes? So the why is also hell of important, because if you don't know why you want something, or if you don't know like how, this is what I'll leave you with. I will leave you with this. Just write like an ideal day out for yourself, like hour by hour, right? Thanks, Charmaine. Write an ideal day for yourself, hour by hour, and get very specific as to, what you wake up. Where do you live? Where do you live? What kind of bed are you? What does it smell like? Is there a nice view? Do you hit the snooze button? What time is it when you wake up? Who's with you when you wake up? What do you do after you wake? Do you go meditate, or do you just go right to your phone? Just get really specific. If you want a car, what does the car look like? What does it smell like? What does the interior look like, right? Manifested cars before based on solely the interior. I got the exact camo black color interior that I wanted, but that is besides the point. I love my car. So think about this, the specifics of what it is that you will want and what it is it's going to give to you. What will it feel like to have the confidence that you want? What would it feel like to say to somebody, this is what I need? Right? What will it feel like even if they give resistance? What does it feel like to overcome that resistance? Get so specific. You can't be specific enough with what you want. And this is how you create what you want for yourself. This is how you change the trajectory of your life and where you're going. And this is how you create the tight, the right, the specific life that you want for yourself, right? Right? Less bullshit, more passionate. That's how you want your life to be. Less bullshit, more passionate. And you need to get the bullshit out of it. You need to get the unclearness out of it, right? Unfog and declog your mind so you can get really specific on what you want, and that's how you create that shit. So, all right. I am going to end on that note. If you didn't watch the whole thing, go back and watch it from the beginning. And I will say, so again, I'm Regina Nanamaker, mindset coach, digital course creator. I help women who are stuck, like literally stuck in what they feel and what they think in their next steps, completely change the trajectory of their life by getting more deliberate with their thoughts, their emotions, and their habits. Yes? All right. Adios, Instagram and Facebook. But this is my personal page. I had to go live on my personal page today because Facebook isn't letting me go live on my business page. So hopefully I can share this. Adios, guys.